Most sports coaches try to go online before they are ready, so make sure that you don't start until you get this one thing down. In this video, I'm going to explain what this one thing is with a specific action plan for what to do if you're starting. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Ange Bourgeois. I'm the founder of Catching Made Simple, and I've made over $100,000 a year coaching sports online. So here are the big problems that I see sports coaches make when they try to go online. First off, they're not actually good, meaning that they don't get consistent results. If you are not getting consistent results with people in person, you should not go online. The second big problem that I see is there's no process. So if you don't have a process, then it's gonna be really hard to take that online and give you leverage online like I have in my productized program. The only way that I have a productized program is because I have a process. So if you're not getting results and you don't have a process, you might not wanna go online yet. Just stick to in-person until you develop a process. The third big problem that sports coaches will have when they go online is that they can't communicate through a screen. What I mean by this is screen communication is different than in-person communication, especially if you're a sports coach, because if you're anything like most sports coaches, what you do is you see a kid in front of you or you see an athlete in front of you and you say, hey, see how you're kind of going like this? I want you to do this instead. And so instead of explaining with your words, you say this and this or that and demonstrate with your body. Well, when you coach online, you have to use your words, as you can also use, visuals on the screen, but the more specific you can get, the better. For example, with baseball and throwing, a lot of times what players will do is they'll dip their elbow when they throw. That puts a bunch of stress on their elbow and their shoulder. And so what we would do as coaches, we would say, hey, see how you go like this? Try to go like this instead and have your hand flip back. But if you don't have the words to explain the elbow dipping versus the hand laying back, then it can be really tough to coach online. So these are the three big problems that I see sports coaches have when they try to go online and they're just not ready. It's one, that they're not good. They're not getting consistent results. Two, they don't have a process where they can take a player and consistently repeat the same type of outcome over and over. And three, they're not very good at communicating through a screen. By the way, if you're liking this video, I have a free checklist showing the 10 simple steps that I would take if I was to build another online sports coaching business up to $100,000 a year. Go to 100ksportscoach.com/checklist. So my promise at the beginning was I would tell you what you need to have down before you start coaching online, plus I'd give you a specific roadmap in order to actually start going. So now let's get into the roadmap. First, you need to get results, okay? So we're gonna say get good. I had a call with a baseball guy today and he wanted to work with athletes on their mindset, but he hadn't ever actually worked with them. Now he's passionate about it. He's helped a lot of people himself, but he hasn't actually helped any other athletes. And so I said, hey, before you do anything, you need to go get good. You need to actually have a skill that's worth paying for from a coaching perspective. So basically I told him, go make content, get people to come to you and just work with them one-on-one through a screen, trade your time for zero money, because what you're trading for is in fact a skill, not money. Once you get good, then let's wrap a process around it. So for this, I'm gonna say get productized. Productizing something means making it into a product. So sometimes you'll hear productized service. And what that means is that it's a custom service, but it's productized, meaning it's the same thing over and over and over. And that allows for a few good things. A lot of benefits from the company standpoint because we're not customizing everything. It's the same thing that we're doing every time so that we can get really good at it. And it's good on the customer side because then ideally we only get this type of customer in who's struggling with this problem, then we solve that. And hopefully we're the best in the world at solving that specific problem. And the third big thing that he needs to do is get online results. Especially if you're gonna coach mindset, you need to make sure that you can get results through a screen. Before you try to create some type of program where you work asynchronously with people, you need to make sure that you're coaching one-on-one and that you can actually get them results. So always start here until eventually you can make a productized program. So to recap, do not start coaching online. If you are not good, you don't have a process, and you can't communicate through a screen, the roadmap is you need to get good. So give away your time for free so that you can get the skill, so that you can get good. Then you need to get productized, meaning that you follow the same process over and over and it gets the same result. And then you need to get online results. And the last thing that I would say is in order to do this, like for this guy that I was talking to that wanted to do some mindset coaching, he needs to get good at content. And the reason why content is so important is because if he's gonna build an online sports coaching business, he has to be making content. And ideally that content should be problem focused. So So you would take the mindset, what are the main problems that people are having with mindset? You make content about that, and then you say, hey, if you want help, DM me, I'll help you for free. That's how you get started. If you liked this video, then you'll love these other ones. Check this one out right over here.